Faction: the German Army, World War II. The Treaty of Versailles stated that Germany, now the Weimar Republic, was only allowed to have 100,000 men for its military to prevent future aggression. Hitler bypassed this by allowing the SA, with a paramilitary unit of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, to expand rapidly. The growth of the thuggish SA worried the German army, who feared it would be taken over by the group and its leader, Ernst Röhm. These fears were settled when Hitler ordered the Night of the Long Knives, purging the SA leaders and reducing its power. In its place, the SS emerged as the Nazi-loyal paramilitary force. In 1935, Hitler, Fuhrer of Nazi Germany, violated the Treaty of Versailles by rebuilding the German army's strength by bringing in military conscription and rearmament. The German armed forces as a whole, previously known as the Reichswehr, now became the Wehrmacht. This was the Heer, the army, the Kriegsmarine, the navy, and the Luftwaffe, the air force. The Wehrmacht absorbed most of the members of the SA into military service. The Waffen-SS also formed, which was the carefully selected, well-armed and well-trained military wing of SS serving alongside the regular army. In 1939, the German army invaded Poland. The operation, known as Operation Fall Weiss, had a strength of 1.5 million men and 9 panzer divisions. They defeated the Polish army within weeks of the invasion, using such military doctrines as sweeping pincer and lateral movements, later known as Blitzkrieg. Interestingly, the majority of the German army would not be motorized like news propaganda would depict. Instead, it relied on railways and horse-drawn transport for transportation. In 1940, Norway, Denmark, Belgium, and the Netherlands would fall to the German army, and another swift victory to the German army, France, came in Operations Fall Gelb and Fall Rot. The French army mobilized more men than the Germans, but were poorly led and organized. While the French were well armed in fortifications at the Maginot Line, it was broken by the German army at its weak point through the Ardennes. In early 1941, German troops, known as the Afrika Korps, commanded by Erwin Rommel, were sent to North Africa to reinforce the Italian forces who had fared badly against the Allies there. Yugoslavia and Greece would also fall to the German army in 1941, and by June of the same year, 3 million men were ready for Operation Barbarossa against the Soviet Union, plus 850,000 from other Axis countries. The German army was unable to defeat the Red Army on the Eastern Front and received heavy casualties. Battles like Stalingrad had ended the myth of the invincibility of the German army. The Allied forces in France, following the D-Day landings, had pushed the German forces back on the Western Front. But the army still had over 100 infantry divisions and 25 panzer divisions by January 1945. Supported in a last-ditch effort by the Volkssturm, the German army was defeated in the Battle of Berlin on May 8, 1945, but some units continued to fight on for a few days in pockets of resistance against the Soviets in the East. Around 13 million Germans served in the army during World War II. It is estimated that 5.2 million were killed or missing in action.
Subscribe to see more history videos. Get Simple History World War II out today.